Please note, due to multiple editing software failures and/or bannings, this video is having to be published with little to no editing. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause for any ADHD gremlins, hearing impaired, or visually impaired. Warning! This game is a murder mystery game, which means it includes themes of violence, murder, suspense, and potentially blackmail.
Hi guys. I just struggled for like a solid 10 minutes because I have to use special keys in order to click out of this. So once I click in, that'll pretty much be it. So welcome. I am a huge murder mystery fan, okay? So I absolutely adored the Hercule Poirot movies, which I had just found out they were books until recently, and so I found out that they had this game known as The First Cases, and I want to see what it's all about. So without further ado, let's get started. Pay attention to all information relating to a piece of evidence. Oh, okay. Or you can just go really fast, that's fine. Current drive sees largest enlisting number in police force in years. Okay. I really like this intro. Brussels Police Department, congratulations. Mr. Poirot. Oh, okay, so this is like back when he was like an actual officer. Local pickpocket gang caught red-handed. I love the music. Police sting operation sees dual bandits apprehended. Okay. Shootout in city shows police blunder and cost valuable life. Uh-oh. Police force apologizes. Commanding officer states the young officer involved the fight orders and act with no thought of the consequences. Oh. Recently transferred from the Brussels Police Force. Officer Poirot promises to be equitable and fair in his verdict when judging this year's all-important Garden of the Season award. Okay. This is definitely when he's fresh.
Oh, thank goodness. Officer, please, come quickly.
Oh, great. I don't have to narrate them. Okay. Something was either stolen or she noticed something.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. How can I...
It has become a madhouse. Madame has been shouting and cursing all morning. I've never seen her so angry. But what great luck to happen upon you.
Okay.
Please, try to remain calm. First, may I ask your name?
We don't have time for that. Please, hurry.
It says her name right there. Never mind. Okay. I like the house. The bracelet. Okay. Prologue the bracelet.
Mademoiselle, now we are here, I must insist on your name before I can continue any further. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
I am Elizabeth, but it is the maidservant that we must consider. Forgive me, officer, but are you new to the area?
I stand out so obviously.
I mean no offense, only I have not seen you before. This is a small town, and you learn everyone's faces very quickly.
Very observant of you, mademoiselle. I was recently posted here from the city, and a good thing I'm here now. let us get to the bottom of this madness you speak of.
Talking to characters is essential when gathering evidence. Quick questions are flagged with the question icon. Use the right click or left click on the mouse on the question to pose it to Elizabeth. Oh, okay.
There has been a theft at the house.
Then I am exactly where I should be, n'est-ce pas?
You can ask questions with the icon in any order. Use the mouse to choose your desired topic. Try asking Elizabeth more until you have all that you need. Does the house have any suspicions as to who is responsible? Do you have a list of all the items that have been taken? I would personally ask for all the items first.
It is only one of Mademoiselle Angeline's most valuable bracelets, taken from her room.
Okay.
Then its safe return is of the utmost importance.
Does the house have any suspicions as to
Madame Van den Bosch, the lady of the house, believes Fleurette is behind it.
Okay. Believes Fleurette is behind it. You doubt. Yeah, it sounds like she doubts it.
Mademoiselle Angeline thinks that someone has broken in and taken it. This seems more plausible to me.
Angeline.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Okay. New mind map. Okay. Investigate the grounds for evidence of an intrusion. Mademoiselle Elizabeth believes that burglary is behind the bracelet's disappearance. If that is the case, there will be no doubt be a sign of intrusion on the grounds. Whenever her Poirot uncovers an interesting area of investigation, an objective is launched. Here you can see all the evidence relating to your very first objective. Using the mouse to move your cursor, try highlighting each piece of evidence to see Poirot's interpretation of them. So often you see such crimes committed here. This could be my chance to solve a real case. Stolen bracelet is such a beloved piece, it must be worth a great deal. There seems to be conflicting ideas of who is behind the missing bracelet. Okay. Time to find more evidence. Mentioned an intruder. Let's start with the gravel path. Using the mouse to explore and interact. Try finding clues in the middle of the path. You can use the middle to zoom the camera in and out as you explore. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, well, here's the front door. Well, this is cool. I didn't know we'd actually be able to move around, so that's awesome. So here's the front door. The first thing you want to look for is signs of a break-in. So we can see here... Can this thing go away? What is this? R. Oh, I can literally... Okay, that's a lot better. Control and Shift to change. Nah, I'll just use the mouse for now. Okay. What's that? Wait. Is that just dirt? Or are those prints? They look too defined. What are those? Oh, they're just really defined rocks. Got it. Okay. Is there any sign of a break-in over here? Oh, there's a ladder. Can we go up the ladder? No. There's windows that are low to the ground. Interesting. Can I go over there? That is a negative. I cannot go over there. Okay, let's look down the path then. Since that's where it seems to want us to go. Oh, footprints! Muddy footprints. While 2 sets lead away from the house, only 1 muddy set returns. Rather hastily, it seems. Area inspection adds evidence to appropriate place. Press R to view your active objectives. You can do this anytime as you explore scene. Oh, front of house. While 2 sets lead. Okay, cool. I cannot leave. That's fine. Next, try searching the... Oh, it's literally right there. Next, try searching the garden lawn. There must be something here that helps explain the footprints. I literally saw something... What's that? Catalog. Garden. Okay. The garden lawn. Oh, it's right there. Waterlogged patch. Yep.
Ah.
This morning's showers must have been heavier than I thought. An intruder stepping here would surely leave evidence elsewhere. You now have enough evidence to make you for seduction. Garden lawn. Notice that Poirot posed a question as part of his interpretation of the waterlogged patch. Let's help him resolve this by providing an answer. Must be fit evidence to start linking.
I
Oh,
should
that's
not be
cool.
surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Seems the muddy footprints are the result of earlier rain. Got it. Talk to Elizabeth during mass investigation. Okay. Unlocked actions are summarized next to each objective. In this case, maybe Elizabeth can provide more information about the footprints. Belonging relating actions performed by this character. Documents belonging or related to this character. Interesting. Okay. So you kind of build a profile on them as well. Let's go talk to Elizabeth.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
Yes, the footprints are fresh today. Do you know who they belong
One
to?
set must be mine, leaving to find you. The other set must be Florette's. She was caught in the rain this morning.
Okay.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Just meaning there's so much to uncover. Try exploring the rest of the garden, collecting evidence and making deductions until you're able to solve your first objective. Remember, you can use art to view objectives or related actions at any time. Great. Can I go and investigate the area? Thank you.
Ah.
Okay, so the flowers aren't damaged, which means they didn't go through the windows. But I did notice this earlier. It says, like, L love E.
Oh.
So someone loves E, which means that could mean Elizabeth. I keep accidentally touching the wrong thing. I can instruct the path off my list of potential access points. It's around the grounds. Okay. I'm just gonna use my mouse. Side door. Nothing here. What about over here? The well. No, come to the well. Anything around the well? Nope. I already know about the waterlogged patch. There's the muddy footprints. Again. A quote.
Huh.
Taken from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, expertly carved on the plaque. If it's from Romeo and Juliet, that already gives the measure done, I'll watch her place of stand. Okay. The measure down, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my ruined hand. Did my heart love till now, forswear it, sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night. Okay, so this is definitely turning into a romance thing. Sorry, Elizabeth, but I think your lover took the bracelet in honor of your love and ended up kind of rolling and screwing you over. Nice proclamation of love, though. We'll see if that's the case. Oh, the side door. Or should I ask about... You know what? I'm right over here. I might as well ask about the initials. Do you have a lover? You do, don't you?
Of course, officer. Excuse me, officer?
The carving on the bench. Forgive me, I was not suggesting anything untoward.
Oh, of course not. Yes. I suppose there must be.
Would you know the identity of the mysterious L and E?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps they were old residents.
Nope, she's
A pair of
nervous. She's holding
star-crossed
herself
lovers,
looking
perhaps.
away.
Madame does not
No
allow
eye contact? Yeah,
distracting
no,
staff
it's her.
relationships.
Why would you use that? Perhaps they were old residents, a pair of star-crossed lovers, perhaps. Distracting self-relationships. Exactly, star-crossed lovers. That's Romeo and Juliet.
Love is not something that can be harnessed so easily.
That is Madame's rule, and I wouldn't want to be the one that challenges her on it.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
She just lied to her face. It's not invaluable. It was no. She lied straight to her face. She literally used star-crossed lovers. That's literally a Romeo and Juliet reference, which is in the gazebo. Appears to be rusted shut. If these cobwebs are anything to go by, it hasn't been unlocked some time. Perhaps they entered another way. Yeah, how about the ladder? Judged by the condition of this ladder, I wouldn't trust it with my weight. Perhaps a braver man than I perched this elsewhere against the roof. Where else would it be perched? Oh, an overgrown trellis. That'll do it.
Oh.
It's been left untouched for quite some time. I didn't mean to talk to her. Please don't. Thank you. She lied. Okay, let's go over our evidence, which we already discovered quite a bit. Forgot I can zoom in. Side of the house. Charming looking conservatory, though it doesn't seem it is currently being used. Appears to rusted shut. Perhaps they entered another way. The wooden ladder. Elsewhere against the roof. Yes. Okay, what else? Overgrown trellis, yes. Has been left untouched. Flower bed. Yep. Oh, quote on a plaque. That's not what I meant to do, but okay. Alrighty. I don't like that. We're gonna have to deal with it. Okay. Right then. I'm just saying that's a perfectly... Is there any way to leave? No. I figured not. I want to go Right there, but I guess not. Okay. We'll just go to the front door then. She's not going to help us anymore. There are no signs of tampering or forced entry. Right, which means that it's probably someone that works there. No signs of tampering or forced entry. Right. What would I... Some other way. I wonder. No, because I really don't think that anyone did that. So I think...
Order and method. That is the way to solve...
Okay, okay, so then it's this and this.
Magnifique.
There we go. Okay. It was one of the two. Neither of the external doors have been damaged or showing any signs of an unwanted visitor. Exactly. Which means that it was... There's no signs of forced entry, which means it was someone at the house. Talk to her. Tell her.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
Never mind.
Merci.
Never mind, she's useless. Oh, I still have to look around. Lovely. Flower bed hasn't been trampled on. Bench carving. The ladder. I think there's still something up with this well. Okay. Oh, hey, what's this? Overgrown grass.
Oh.
Okay, then that means that the landskeeper... Did they really name the landskeeper with an L?
Of course, officer. How can I...
I can't help but notice the unkept lawn. Is there not an employed gardener?
There is, sir. Luke.
Yep.
But he was called away from the house on a personal matter. Rahana, our cook, accompanied him.
Uh-huh. It's you and Luke.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Do you know what errand he went to run? L. Hello. I did. Okay. Right, they just walked off with it. Exactly. Also, didn't she say that, like, it was just her and someone else that were away this morning? So then his footsteps would also be there? Question mark? Just saying, unless she lied about that too. Bench carving with the overgrown grass. Where's Luke? Why do you not have a Luke? Give me Luke. It's Luke. It's... Didn't use the lawn. No forced
I must
entry.
take a different approach if I am...
Oh my goodness. It goes together. The bench carving. With the lying bitch. Okay, so...
This will not get me any closer.
My good sir. That clearly goes...
Is there something I am not seeing?
Oh, wait.
I must act on thought and fact.
It's overgrown. He's clearly not doing his job.
Another success.
Oh my gosh. That's... really? I cannot find signs of an unwanted visitor in the garden. Did someone cover their tracks? No unlawful access through the garden. Exactly. Which means they work there. Which means it was Luke or Elizabeth. Is she gonna give us any other answers?
How can I help?
Never mind.
Merci.
She's not gonna help us with shit. Oh my goodness. All this shit's all unkept. Stop. Why are you walking over there? Get your ass over here. Okay. Weird. Open window. Where?
Huh.
Oh! It's an impossible climb to reach it unassisted. The ledge beneath it appears rather precarious. Oh, I didn't even see that was open. Okay, well that's where the ladder went then. If the ladder was even used. Alright, where's the ladder? Ladder, please and thank you. Thank you. That goes there.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
For someone, I've reached the window. Perhaps another means of entry was attempted. Yes, with the wooden ladder. No scaled access. I have found no practical... No scaled access. Yes, because there was no forced entry.
What a revelation!
I swear in the grounds. No unlawful entry in the house. Hold on. I cannot find any sign of unlawful entry into the house. Will I find signs of juice elsewhere in the grounds? No, because there's nothing there. That's just... No unlawful access through the garden. No unlawful entry in the
pieces
house.
of the puzzle are finally coming together.
It wasn't a burglary. Yes, time to go inside. Objective complete. Yeah, no shit. You completed your first objective and earned a collectible. From now, continue your investigation by asking permission to enter the house. Hello, mademoiselle.
I have conducted my initial inspection of the house and grounds. It is now necessary for me to speak with those in the house.
Of course. Thank you, officer. I'm sure Madame Van den Bosch will be happy to hear the police are investigating.
Pleased. I suspect there'll be someone inside who will not be as pleased to hear it. Yes, and that is probably going to be Locke. Or Mademoiselle, the madam of the household. That being said, pursue this lady of the house. She holds quite a presence, and from what Mademoiselle Elizabeth has said, she's not one to be on the wrong side of. I must talk with her before beginning my search. Cassandra.
Who are you? You are not the commanding
Her dress is
officer
kinda cool.
I requested.
What? You requested a commanding officer?
No, dear madame, I am Officer Hercule Poirot. I can assure you that...
This will simply not do. I sent Elizabeth to bring me a competent lawman.
and that is
She's
what she has brought,
pissed.
madame. Now, I would like to continue my investigation.
I understand the person has gone missing. I affirm that you believe you have caught the culprit. You do not believe there's an intruder in the house. It's gonna be between these two. I think we should understand her first to let her know, like, oh, we're here to help you. But this also could be too much information. No, we'll start with
You
bracelets gone missing.
understand correctly. It
Yep,
is
there we
my
go.
daughter's bracelet. It is a rather expensive piece.
And valuable to your daughter, no doubt. It was a gift.
Yes, it was from her late father, my
Oh, wow.
husband, the Viscount, and it has not gone missing. It was stolen.
Oh, the Viscount. Was stolen. Yes, I have been informed that you believe you caught
I
the
do
culprit.
not believe so. I know so. It was Florette, the maidservant. I knew I could not trust her.
Wow.
And why is that?
Because
why?
I don't. I do not need to explain myself any further, especially to a measly officer.
So, you do not believe there is an intruder in the
Don't be
house.
ridiculous. I have told you who is guilty. If there had been a break-in, surely it would be your job to stop them.
If it was the case, of course, madame. Although I cannot predict a burglar's movement.
There, he's
Perhaps
got a
then
point.
You have proved me right, and you aren't the competent officer I require.
Never met someone so adamant that they don't require help from the police. Your accusation against the maid is rather questionable. There must be more to the story. It is my duty to uncover it.
Merci, madame. You have been most helpful.
She has not been helpful. She's been a bitch. So quick to accuse the maidservant Florette. I wonder if this hasty accusation hides behind a deeper reason. Probably. Seems like to be on the wrong side. That hypocrisy seems to be a question for Cassandra. It's adamant for is guilty, and there is no glaring evidence to suggest it. Sure did, as you told me earlier. Yes. Okay. Each time you meet a character, you unlock their character profile. Press F to view a list of everyone you've met so far. Yes. It is called The Lying Bitch and The Nasty Bitch. Now that we've gone over all of that, let's continue. Or is she the stuck-up bitch? Collection of books. Yes, what do you read in your spare time? The art history. Okay, is there a Shakespeare? Oh. A rose and a crossed arrow symbol adorns the door, perhaps a signal for forbidden love. Come on, little gray cells, let us solve this mystery. A rose and an arrow. So more references? To room, no. The lounge door. To room. What's over here? Coat. There's nothing in particular about this coat, but what is in the pocket? A ring? We'll ask about the ring in a moment. I do not want there to be more conflict. This must be the Viscount. Or Viscount. Okay. Telephone. That some seem to be working. Where would a house this site be without a working telephone? What a great question, young man. An auction crate. Oh, is she selling things? Various art pieces of impact and addressed to the auction house. So maybe he passed away? Am I missing something? Yes, okay. So what's this? Is not essential to my current investigation. The kitchen. Right. Okay. Do I really have to talk to the bitch, or can I go upstairs first? Let's go upstairs first. I will talk to her in a moment. Thank you. I love the way this is set up. More books. Come here. Searching the bathroom is essential to my current investigation. What if I have to go wee? Anyway. Missing painting. Which she's selling downstairs. No, it's downstairs. Oh, there's a room. This must be the scene of the crime. I was expecting to find clues, not who I must assume is the daughter. I can only hope she's not tampered with the scene. Angeline. Okay, I do not want to talk to her right now. I want to finish investigating the hallway, and then I'll come back to her. All the evidence, please, and thank you. What else we got? Oh, there is no more. Never mind. We can only go that way. Now we'll go to Angelina's bedroom. All right. Shall we? Okay, let's ask permission first before we just start searching.
What do you think you're doing in here? Who let you in?
Mademoiselle Angeline, I presume. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
An officer of the law? But what are you doing here? Don't you need to be chasing down the burglar?
Your bracelet has gone missing. It is only correct. I speak with all members of the house.
How come
and
she's the only one with the
investigate
accent
scene
in the
of
entire
crime.
household?
Ah, if we must.
Merci. I will attempt to take up as little of your time as possible.
I like the voice actor for him. Why don't you begin by telling me what has happened? Bracelet in question. It must have been a particular value to justify such. Let's see what she says
Some
about the
rat stole my
situation.
bracelet this morning.
Some rat.
Even though
Okay.
it's clear someone has broken in, Maman refused to listen and blamed Florette.
You sound very convinced it was taken by someone from outside of the house.
My window was open when I returned. How else can you explain that?
Oh.
It is of great value. Money was no object to father.
It was a gift from your father. I can only assume it holds great value to you also.
Of course it does. What a silly thing to say. It's a good thing Maman had it insured with the others.
Insured? I'm trying to understand if someone could have entered an exit room
It must
unnoticed.
have been while I was down at breakfast with Elizabeth. She was with me all morning.
Was she?
Mademoiselle Elizabeth was with you until you discovered the bracelet was missing?
She was. She woke me up later than usual. I washed and dressed, and we went down to the lounge for
Later than
breakfast.
usual. Yeah. So she helped Locke,
You have been of
Steal the
great
bracelet.
help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do
and that
everything
her
I can
alibi
to
was going
find
to
the
be
culprit
staying with
and
her,
return
but they'd
your
already
bracelet.
taken it. New mind map unlocked, of course. Okay, let's look in hers. Remains adamant. Yep. What's that? Timing could not have been more perfect to ensure the jewelry. Perhaps just a coincidence. Yep. Lying, conniving bitch. Right. Okay. Before we do this, let's connect what evidence we have. Yes, the bracelet. Please and thank you. We have Angeline, the lounge door. Cassandra, strange symbol. A reference to the great William Shakespeare. Yep. I was right. A quote from Romeo and Juliet from the garden and the bench carving. Yes. Here. Goes to here.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Works of William Shakespeare. Yes. The auction crate. The missing painting.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Madame selling a great deal for her collection. Perhaps there's more to this than just redecorating. Yes. Selling heirlooms. Collection of classic novels. That will go with the Shakespeare, Gold Band, Portrait of a Gentleman, Hot Cassandra, Advance, Telephone. That'll work at telephone. Right. Okay. Awesome. Okay. The jewelry box in question.
Aha.
Okay. Cleaning. It's covered in black powder. Would not be too much perception that this has come from dealing with the fireplace.
Huh.
This must keep the room rather snug on a cold evening. Photograph of gentleman. Probably her dad.
Oh.
It's the same as the one from the hallway, judging by the cracked glass. Must have been recently dropped. Yes, it's of the same. Broken glass, where she dropped it. Open window. The internal latch shows that it was open from the inside and rather forcibly. Okay, do you know anything about this? Opening it from the inside?
The longer you're here, the further the criminal goes with my bracelet. But by all means, fire away.
Wow, you're rich.
You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
I'm trying to help you. You bitch. I keep calling this girl a bitch. I'm sorry, guys. I just... clearly he is trying to help. Go downstairs. Okay. Time to talk to Cassandra.
Really, officer, you are wasting both your time and...
To enter the lounge.
Only if you are prepared to take Florette away.
It is an offense to incarcerate someone without suitable proof of misdeeds. I must question Mademoiselle Florette to gather her version of events.
If you will not do your duty and lock her up, then I must. She shall remain there, and I, the key holder, until she is led from the room in handcuffs.
Cannot but admire the handsome...
And what is your point?
May I ask of the subject?
You may not. Honestly, your prying is getting on my last nerve.
Merci, madame. You have been most helpful.
That's... Okay, but that has to be the Viscount, clearly. So... Cassandra's locked for it and refuses to relinquish the master key. She is the only one with the master key. Got it. Unknown subject. Okie dokie. Oh, still says I'm missing something. What? Oh. Hey. It's rather snug. Fallen suit. Smart's weather. It's core. Shouting since fallen. Jewelry box. It's open. Open window is noticeably cracked. The frame is noticeably cracked. Furthermore, internal latch first. Cleaning rag. Dealing with the fireplace. Well, hold on. Because where is... Unprotected. Right, because this is the broken glass.
What a revelation.
No. Okay. She replaced... Talk to her. Okay, that's fine. We'll go back upstairs. I'd rather deal with the daughter than the mother, honestly, at this point. All right. All right, come here. Let's talk about it.
The longer you're here... How should I know? I returned to the room and father was face down on the floor. It must have been the burglar.
It's
So
father.
it is your father that is the subject.
Isn't he handsome? I remember watching him sit for it. He kept looking across and smiling at me. The artist was getting awfully angry at him. Maman never wants to talk about him. She says it's too hard, but she acts more like she doesn't even care he's gone.
I'm sure that is not the case. It must have been very hard for her, for you both.
I miss him every day. He always knew how to put a smile on my face. I remember how much fun we would have, all three of us. In the summer, father and I would play hide and seek while Maman read. She always helped me though whenever it was his turn to hide. I would stand in the gazebo, cover my eyes and count, and when I turned, he was nowhere to be seen. Maman would lower her book and flash a look towards his hiding spot. After I found him, he clapped and cheered as though I had won a gold medal.
Lower her book.
When I was hiding, it didn't matter where I was. He could never find me. I always thought I was an expert hider, but when I think back now, I know he was letting me win. He always said my smile was prize enough for him. He always knew just what to say.
I am sure he would want you to be smiling today, even under such circumstances.
Having heard her story, I can begin to see why he is so missed. It is a tragedy, the loss of a loving father and husband.
You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
Thank you. Okay, let's connect the pieces. Here. Julian's father. Photograph. So I missed, right, and it's the same one. Which means the portrait of the gentleman. Okay, so what can we do now? Who has an interest in Shakespeare? I think it's... Oh, okay. So hastily talk to Cassandra and Elizabeth. Okay. Okay, I gotcha. So let's... somebody have to go all the way outside to talk to Elizabeth. I don't want to have to do that, but I guess I will. I'll talk to Elizabeth first. Or you know what? She's here. Just talk to her.
Really, officer, you...
Never mind. She doesn't want to talk
Merci.
to us. To garden. Here we are.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth, I hope you are feeling less distressed now. I can assure you I shall find the guilty party and the bracelet.
Thank you, officer. Yes. All I want is for Florette to be heard.
Bien sûr. Rest assured she will get the fair trial she deserves. I wonder if you could help me with some questions regarding the house.
Please. And this time
Of
don't lie
course.
about it.
Whatever I can do to help. When I left, Madame was with Florette in there. Surely she would not have locked her in. It must have been an accident.
Madame Van den Bosch should not be deciding her fate. Would you grant me access to speak with her?
I would, sir, but I don't have the key. There is a spare somewhere, though. Oh, how awful, the thought of her locked in there.
Do you have any thoughts as to where I may find it?
I'm sorry. Madame does not trust the staff with such knowledge, even me. Although I did overhear her once say it was hidden somewhere, close to her heart. Whatever that means.
Trapped in the lounge, but I must admit I've missed the thrill of solving a good puzzle. Perhaps the countryside is not as tedious as it seems on the surface.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Okay. Close to her heart. Close to her heart. So that could mean to her heart? No, I don't think that's it though. Holds the master key.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of
Okay.
genius.
So it's actually her that has the interest in Shakespeare. Well, I guess that makes more sense. Hidden inside a Shakespeare book. Talk to Elizabeth. Got it. Good thing I'm still out here.
Certainly, officer. Madame is the one with the refined taste. Angeline and I are much more partial to a simple love story.
Aren't we all? Romeo and Juliet, the most famous of love stories.
I do enjoy it so. The passion, the romance. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Madame has a copy upstairs in the main hall.
Thank you.
Merci, mademoiselle.
That's all I needed. So she does love Romeo and Juliet. Okay. So I still think it was Elizabeth and Locke, though. Just saying. I mean, you know, it should be up here. It said in the main hall. Book. Yep. And here's the key. Hey, we got a key. We got a key. Let's go. To advanced investigation. Copy that. To the bathroom.
Huh.
Or not. Oh no, I already did that. Which means it's time to go to the room downstairs. Hello? Time to unlock it.
Finally, it is unlocked.
What exactly do you think you are
I
doing?
was gonna say, like, how
If
do
I
you
am
think
to
you can get
serve
away from
justice,
that?
I must be able to reach and talk with...
The girl is guilty and shall pay the price for her crime. I shall see to that. If you wish to listen to her feeble attempts to explain herself, so be it.
Everyone deserves to tell their side of the story, whether a feeble account or not.
Very true. To the room. To the lounge. At last I'm able to speak with the accused and hear versions of the events. I still have a number of questions. Perhaps she may hold the answers. Okay, but before we speak with her... Aww. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go straight. Yep, just talk to her.
Mademoiselle Florette, I presume.
Please, officer. I did nothing wrong. You can't take me away.
Please relax, my dear. If you have done nothing
Aw.
wrong, you have nothing to worry about. But it is my duty to investigate all avenues. Ah bon?
Relax. So you don't think I took the bracelet?
As of this moment, I cannot say. But answering my questions honestly will certainly help your case either way.
Thank you. You are the accused. Why don't you begin by giving me your account of this
I
morning?
didn't even know it was missing till I got accused of taking it. Madame was so angry. She wouldn't listen to me.
There must be some reasoning behind her accusation.
Yeah,
How
like,
could I have taken it? I've been in town most of the morning. I was even late coming back. Then I was preparing breakfast.
so much to, yeah, what were you tasked
Rihanna
with?
the cook is away, so I had to fetch breakfast for the house and prepare it all myself. How does she expect me to do that all on my own?
From what I understand of Madame van den Bosch, she would not have been best pleased you returned late for breakfast.
Not best pleased? I thought she was going to batter me to death with a baguette. I hid in the kitchen and then tried to stay out of sight in the lounge until breakfast was over. Didn't want to put my head near her jaws while she was still hungry.
Perhaps a brave move under the circumstances. And you did not go upstairs at all.
Madame was singeing a hole in the back of my apron with her glare. I daren't have moved. I was
Okay.
too scared to blink the wrong way.
Yep.
Never mind snapping upstairs. I must just be slow, monsieur. My mother always said I moved like the snail. Maybe I was just happy to be out of the house.
I struggle to believe you risk catching a cold in such conditions for a little fresh air.
I had a lot to do. I lost track of time. I wanted to prove to Madame I'm not the useless waif she thinks I am.
Okay.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
All right. Now that we finally met young Florette, I would work to ascertain her innocence. Okay, she got breakfast. Innocent. Treated. Okay. Got it. This happened today. The lounge. Something useful here. A letter.
Aha.
Despite a responsibility regarding your account, we have not received any response to the previous correspondence. With that in mind, you are being served a formal notice of 30 days from today to make full payment on the outstanding balance, or will be forced to revoke your service. If you would like to discuss the matter or have any further questions, please contact us immediately. Okay, so it seems like they might be having financial trouble because of the husband dying. Except for collecting a garment from Grison's Coast Tailors in town, dated today. You come to collect your garments. Requested alterations of one mended sleeve, a torn shoulder, placement on the breast, one inline tear, right breast pocket. Monday available collection Tuesday. A torn shoulder, middle, replace a button, inline tear, breast pocket. Huh. That's interesting. That's a little off.
Huh.
A note? From who? Such a note of devotion and love must be a delight, signed from Luke. To whom is his love, I wonder? My love is obligation is taking me away from you, but it's my that will keep us together. My aunt is in much better health. Rest and some company have done her wonders. I hope to return to my duties at the house in a matter of days. Until then, keep well and know that it's now and forever. Okay, yeah, it's still him and Elizabeth. I'm still fully convinced. Poker stand without a fire poker is used as my brain. Where could it be? Where's the fire poker? Oh, wait. upstairs there was like spilled ash and stuff, so maybe it's over there. Could spend a morning in front of Miss Hubbard's. She's taking the smell. A wet parcel. A wrapped parcel completely soaked through. I hope it doesn't ruin the contents. Personalized handkerchief. EP. Elizabeth's nasty black soot smudge is apparent. Yep. Where's the poker? Wow. The dog is going nuts. I wonder what she's barking at. Alrighty. Where's that new piece of evidence? There it is. The final demand. Ignoring bills. Where is...
Come, my little grey cells.
Oh, come on. Here. Selling heirlooms.
I cannot see the logic in this.
There is logic in it. They're selling it so that way they can pay off the house. Fine, it goes with the telephone.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Sure. Oh wait, there was something else. Financial responsibilities ignored. Selling heirlooms.
Things are beginning to be...
Must be in far worse position than I thought. Wonder if such a person led to drastic actions. Yes, Cassandra is desperate for money.
Magnifique.
That what is not being sold has been recently insured. It's more of an accusation of Florette than it seems. A young maid who would make the perfect scapegoat with such a constant timing, ensuring the bracelet. There are still questions to be asked. Yep. That fits. Insurance scam. Aha. Yep. That right there.
Sorry about the dog, old chap.
That's alright. The cleaning rag.
Another success.
Just clean up the rag, did not. Insufficient cleanup. Talk to Elizabeth. Got it. And this one. Florette selection of pastries. Taking in the smell. Purchased from the local, largely untouched. What's that? Planting these for every meal. There's more than enough for those in the house. Yes. The poker stand. The wine bottle. Personalized handkerchief. Note from Luke. Collection slip. Final demand. Okay. Oh. Is addressed to E. Picture. There's no house address on the stamp. How did this arrive? Soak through. Hope it does not ruin the contents. It's a formal suit. Could you have us put in restoring it? That's its sentimental value. Here. To here.
I cannot see the logic in this.
No. Never mind. Collection slip.
Order and method.
That's exactly what was in it, my good sir.
I should not be surprised by my own...
Oh my god. Seems someone collected this by hand. By who? Parcel was collected from tailors.
I must act on thought.
Fine. A note from Luke.
I must take a different approach if...
Oh, wait, she was dawdling.
Another success.
Was a request for since this morning, causing her to run late. There we go. Florette was running an errand for Elizabeth, so talk to Elizabeth and Florette. Alright, there. Finally connected those pieces. Great, let's talk to Florette about both of those things.
Anything to show you I didn't do it. And madame, I need this job, monsieur.
Was it you who collected the parcel this morning while
Yes.
in town?
Another thing on my to-do list. I'm afraid it's not in the same condition as when I picked it up.
At whose request?
It was a favor for Lizzie. I didn't mind having to get it.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Okay. That was, in fact, for Elizabeth. Yep. Okay. Now let's go talk to Elizabeth about it. I don't want to talk to her. No, thank you. Come here, Elizabeth.
Certainly, officer.
Tell me about the package in the
The
lounge.
lounge? A package?
Oui, it is quite hard to miss.
Oh, how silly of me. I must have had my head in the clouds this morning. I'm sorry, I can't help you further.
Besides, obviously nothing more unusual to be missing an initial handkerchief. Just assumptions. Let's ask about the handkerchief.
Why, yes, officer. I misplaced it after wiping a stain from Mademoiselle Angelieve's sleeve at breakfast. You are a great detective.
Angeline's?
You are not the first to say. Had she not noticed it herself, I imagine Madame would not allow even the smallest imperfection.
You'd think.
Baffles me how she couldn't have. It was only luck that I spotted it before Madame, and a good thing I did. Madame is under a great deal of strain. It can't have been easy for her to lose her husband, raising Mademoiselle alone. She can be quick to anger.
And this morning, it sounds as though it was such an occasion.
It's not the first time I have had to stand and watch such treatment. I hate to see it. As I said, Madame hasn't had the easiest time.
With
Madame's
Fleurette.
scolding of Fleurette this morning was the worst I have seen her temper. I wish she could see that Fleurette is just trying to do her best.
Could there have been another reason for such a reaction?
Madame was not happy Fleurette was late. All through breakfast, Madame was watching her with a piercing eye. But she's still learning the way.
Yeah,
Besides the
anything
terrible
unusual.
rain. No. I woke, began my duties with Mademoiselle. I had already laid out a clean dress. I helped her into it, and prepared her for the day before getting started on tidying her room as neat as a pin.
And the bracelet was still there when you left the room for breakfast?
I am sure of it. I had it down before Mademoiselle Angeline.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
So yeah, it could be a scam thing. To whom? The formal suit. Bench carving. Here. And here.
The pieces of the puzzle are fun.
Yes, it's private. Are courting. Yes. Yes, they are. The gold band.
What a revelation.
Is more serious number seduced when we're mad, say. Are betrothed. Oh, which is why they needed a formal
Magnifique.
suit. Got it. Okay.
Certainly, officer. How could I not be? I may not enjoy his other works, but how can one not be blown away by a story of two so deeply in love that they will risk everything just to be together?
Yeah, well, like
Especially
being
being able to draw similarities between Verona's star-crossed lovers to yourself and your dearest.
But I hadn't told.
Mademoiselle, I am an officer of the law. It is my duty to uncover the truth.
Please, you cannot say anything to Madame. She is against staff relationships of any kind. In her eyes, a relationship between staff is nothing more than a distraction.
But he means so much more to you.
Oh, officer. I have found my soulmate. At first, it was nothing more than pleasantries around the grounds. But that quickly changed. I know it's not proper for a young lady to pursue a gentleman. But once I knew his feelings reciprocated my own, why shouldn't I have followed my heart?
Love transcends professional and societal rules.
Oh, here we
The mere
go.
thought of him was enough to make me blush. But I knew that Madame would never give her blessing. If we wanted to continue, we would have to do so in secret. The summer evenings here are just so beautiful. I often find myself walking around the grounds after my daily duties are complete. And it was one such evening that Luke was waiting for me at the gazebo. He looked ever so handsome. And the poem he had prepared. He had barely started reading and I was already a blubbering mess. Standing there beneath the warm glow of the falling sun, he asked for my hand. And I gave him my heart with no hesitation. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I've been chattering on for so long. You have much more pressing matters than to listen to me rambling aimlessly.
One should never apologize for such a charming and bewitching story of love. But you are correct. While the culprit still eludes us, my work is not yet complete.
Sure, it's obvious the issue remains respectful of Madame's ruling. No matter the ridiculous nature of it, I cannot see her defying her code and stealing the bracelet. Investigation continues.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Okay, then I think it's going to be between... Well, Luke hasn't been here. Which means that it's probably the scam, then. Okay. Let's check. Need to check the bedroom again. Watch Flora after she returned. Just treated Flora. Confirmed collections when she was returning late.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Denied the knowledge of the parcel. Which
Is there something I am not...
What?
Come, my little Grace.
Okay, okay. Oh, Florette was running an errand. Watch for after she returned. Lacked an opportunity to take the bracelet. Why would accuse her? She had no opportunity to. Which means
this will not get me any.
Innocent. Accuse her. Previously mistreated.
Is there something? Come, my little Grace Alice.
Where? Oh, I didn't even see hers. Theft fits concerned with insurance scam. Yes, it does.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
To prove her friend Rose was scapegoated. Most likely. Elizabeth's morning, she arrived slightly earlier than Angeline for breakfast. But, wait. Hold up. She arrived slightly earlier than Angeline for breakfast. But Angeline said she was late. That doesn't line up with what Angeline said.
Order and method. That it.
Oh no, it's right there. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Fall in suit. No, stop.
What a
There.
revelation.
She was refused to clean rag to reach into the chimney, keeping her hand suit free. Reach into the chimney. Inspect the chimney in Angeline's bedroom. Are we gonna find the bracelet there? Really? Really? Okay. But it would explain why she said go find an officer. I don't know though. I think it could be either one. It could be a financial reason. No, because she wouldn't want to do anything. So she couldn't assist her, but the window was open. So someone had to help her get down. Yeah.
What are you doing there? I wouldn't get too close. Soot is forever spitting onto the floor.
Merci for the warning, mademoiselle.
I must find a way to distract one of those lines. If I'm going to confirm my theory.
The longer you're...
Is happy with young Florence.
Maman is never happy with anything these days. Also, Florette does have a habit of not doing things exactly how Maman wants them done.
And how does she react when she sees Florette not doing things the correct way?
Maman has the temperament of a kicked cat. Florette has often been on the wrong side of it.
That is how she responded today?
She was shouting at her, and when Florette would not admit she took the bracelet, Maman really lost her temper. I have not seen her that angry before.
You have been of great help to my...
Okay, I need to distract her. But with what? Became aggressive.
I must take a different approach if I am to...
Mistreated. There we go.
Things are beginning to be...
Being treated rather harshly by Madame. It's such mistreatment. Was scapegoated.
Another success.
Florette is innocent. It's the behavior of Madame. It's true. Her treatment towards her is disgraceful. Talk to Florette. Okay, how are we gonna distract her though? Oh. I moved recently. That'll do it.
The longer you're... Is one bracelet not enough? Why don't you believe me? I wish you hadn't spoken to Maman.
As I have stated, it is my duty to speak with every member of the house, and I would not want to have discovered a further missing piece later. You have been of great help to my...
Oh, she's upsetty spaghetti. Nothing else was taken. Any more disappearances? Only moved recently. Okay. All right, let's go talk to Elizabeth, and then hopefully we'll get this solved, and then once this is done, I'll stop for today. I have no idea how late it is. Wait, who did I need to talk to again? Angeline and Elizabeth. Okay. We also need to talk to her real quick. Just let her know that she is in fact innocent. So she can stop worrying.
Anything to show you She never used to be such a witch. When the Viscount was alive,
Yeah, the Viscount.
she was much nicer. He was the head of the house, he gave the orders, and he treated us right. I would have gone long ago, monsieur, But my family can't afford for me to be picky about my employment.
I was not aware you were supporting your family, and at such a young age.
Papa lost his job at the factory just before he left for good.
Aw.
So Mama had to work even more. I was old enough, so I went to work. When I joined the Vandenbosch house, the Viscount was very kind. I didn't think he would care, but he wanted to help.
That's
He
really
gave me
cute.
some extra in my
Really
first
sweet.
pay pack. Enough to keep the landlord from kicking Mama out at least. No one had ever been that nice before. I didn't know what to say, but all he wanted me to do was work hard for her. He even let me to go home and visit Mama and my brothers at Christmas with a food parcel from the kitchen. Mama said she had never seen so much food. It's always been hard for her. Even before he left for good, Papa wasn't around much, and even when he was, we both wished he wasn't. My brothers were too young to remember what he was like, I hope. When I walked in Mama's house, everything seemed so much smaller. I must have got too used to the size of this house. I swear, you could fit our house in just this lounge. We didn't have much, but we didn't want for much. It was simple and it was home.
The
Aw.
valuables in the house do not determine the love it shares.
Someone should tell Madame that. Not that she'd listen anyways.
I will uncover the truth of what happened today, mademoiselle. That, I promise you.
High nature shines through again. His treatment of the staff is quite a contrast from that of Madame's. When the medicine speaks of her family, I cannot believe she would risk her employment at the house and put them into an even worse position. Right, because
Merci.
she's innocent.
I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Great. Thank you for the reassurance. Let's go talk to Elizabeth. And about her betrothal. Do not lie to my face again. Alright. Last chat, and then I am
Certainly, officer.
done. Alright. Did you notice anything else missing when you
Now I
returned?
think of it, I don't recall seeing her memento tin. She holds her keepsakes from her father and other gifts or tokens in it. She has such a wonderful collection. She's very lucky. She normally keeps it close, but I didn't see it this morning.
Oh.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Okay. Something else is missing. Right. So let's go talk to her. All right. Please, let's solve this case. And soon, rather than later. Come on. All right. Let's talk to you. Let's talk about
The
this.
longer you're
Oh,
You have been of...
we can't talk to her. Why?
Huh.
Where is her box of mementos? Her
Ah,
memorandum.
What are you doing there?
merci for the warning.
Okay, but how do I distract her?
Hmm.
The poker.
Hmm.
Yep. Let's go. Here goes to here.
I cannot see the logic in this.
What are you talking about? It does go there.
I must act on thought,
Do you want me to connect this to this?
order, and method. That is... The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Oh. It was forced open. Looking at the poker, I cannot see a delicate way it could have been done. Who would do such a thing and why? Someone forced the one to open from the inside. Where's the... From the inside. Yes. We know this. Okay. He's running an errand. Right. She is in fact innocent. We do know this. She was actually out running errands. Her, on the other hand, is desperate for money, holds the master key, is widowed. Yep. Is adamant about the burglary. It's really missed. Okay. Investigate the crime scene.
What are you doing?
Merci.
See, I don't know how to distract her. Can I talk to her again?
The longer you're here...
You have...
Oh, wait. No, that's the same thing from before.
Aha.
Where, oh where?
Huh.
It's the broken glass, the abandoned poker, jewelry box. I am so confused. Inspect the chimney. I'm trying, but I don't know how to distract her.
Oh.
How do I distract her? Wait a minute.
Huh.
Can't do that. Wait, what was that?
Oh.
Oh, it's to main hall. Oh, I do not understand. I want to inspect it, but I don't know how to distract her. already tried things around here. So is there another way to distract her? Oh. Nope. Go downstairs. Maybe we can use her mom to distract her.
Really, officer, you are
Guarding finances.
If you have something to ask, officer,
Challenges
I
available.
suggest
Character
you stop wasting my time further and just get on with it.
Defensive. May not be able to extract new evidence from her. Oh, okay. Seated her in a hot tempered, which approached with some sensitivity. Let's do understanding.
And this is how she repays me? I will not be happy until I see her sufficiently punished. I am glad you have finally come to your senses and have seen her guilt. It is challenging at times, I will admit. But I can assure you the Van
Sorry, guys, like, I got so distracted.
As strong and prevalent as it has always been. I have tried my best to provide for Angeline, although sometimes she may not see it that way. She is not to know about what we have discussed. It is my burden to carry.
You are accepting the hand you have been dealt and raising a fine young mademoiselle. That is all that can be asked of you.
And you have done nothing but bother my staff and my family. I cannot stand here any longer and listen to this second-rate officer speaking such
Oh, she left. And embarrassing her, perhaps there is something she is still trying to hide. Okay. Great. Now we can go to the fireplace, because yep, I was right. So we distracted her, get her to go after her mom, and then we can get to the fireplace and confirm whether or not our theory is correct. Yes, she did.
The longer you are here...
You have been of great...
Oh, she's distracted. Great. And look in this fireplace now.
Oh.
Metal tin. Yep. Oh, you conniving bitch.
Is there something I am not seeing?
Oh, I'm just a moron. Okay. Ta-da.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Well, technically she did clean it off of her. I'm just saying. It's a beautiful bracelet. I understand what everyone is like.
I must act on thought.
What? Someone forced the window open. Oh, you can go straight across. See, I didn't know that.
Some would say a lucky guess.
Yeah. Okay. Time to go confront her. And we know exactly who it was. Talk to Elizabeth. Got it. Yay, solved the case. Let's go talk to her and be done with this for tonight, guys.
Certainly, officer.
This sounds truth.
You have found
Yep.
the culprit and the bracelet.
Everything will be revealed in good time. Would you be so kind as to gather everyone in the lounge?
He really does like to make sure everyone's gathered around. I've noticed that. Like, even in all the
Merci,
movies, he like
Mademoiselle
makes sure
Elizabeth,
everyone's
for
there.
gathering everyone. Will Madame Van den Bosch be joining us shortly?
She stormed past me not long ago, and I have not seen her return.
Very well. Under usual circumstances, I would wait. But I think we have spent enough time on this matter, n'est-ce pas? We shall have to proceed without her. This morning started like any other. My usual ordinary patrol. Until I was approached by Mademoiselle Elizabeth about a suspected burglary and a missing bracelet.
Yep.
A crime I've been falsely blamed for.
That I shall come to. I began my investigation outside, but it was not long before I realized there were no signs of an intruder. So I turned my focus to those in the house. You. Florette, your time here at the house has not always been the easiest for you, shall we say.
I do what Madame tells me.
And to the highest standard, I presume.
Madame's standards are very high. I do my best.
And you would at least expect fair treatment for the work, not to be spoken to in such a cruel and vicious way.
Monsieur?
I refer to how poorly Madame Van den Bosch treats you. You are at her beck and call, and she does nothing but belittle you.
That is Maman you're talking about. Just wait until...
It is nothing but the truth I speak, mademoiselle. All the while, mademoiselle stands by and does not even notice such cruelty. That must have angered you. Perhaps you thought it was time they deserved some retribution.
Stop trying to put words in her mouth.
I am merely giving her a voice, one that has been silenced for so long.
Maybe I do think she deserves it. She's had the world handed to her on a plate, and the likes of me get nothing.
A motive begins to rear its head.
You're just trying to get me to admit to something. Well, I've done nothing.
Allow me to finish. I am sure you will want to hear what follows.
Oh, so like, do we reveal... Bless you. Do we reveal... the, I don't think we'll reveal them.
I was only trying to help.
As any friend would. Even knowing your late return would anger Madame Van den Bosch further. But in the matter of the missing bracelet, it gave you a rather solid alibi.
I told you I didn't do it!
There is no feasible way that you could have made it into Mademoiselle Angeline's room while she was present with Mademoiselle Elizabeth, removed the bracelet, and still completed your duties. Which takes us to Mademoiselle Elizabeth. Mademoiselle Elizabeth, you have been with the Van den Bosch family for quite some time now, correct?
That is correct.
You have grown close with both ladies of the house and your fellow members of the house staff, would you say?
Of course. And I certainly hope they feel the same. Officer, please.
Elizabeth, what is he talking about?
I am referring to the lengths Mademoiselle Elizabeth has gone to remain in your maman's employment.
It is Madame's house. She can enforce whatever rules she chooses.
Even if they are going against the very nature and cornerstone of man, to love.
I still do not understand.
Perhaps that is best for everyone. It is neither my place nor my want to make this situation any more awkward than it needs to be.
Oh, thank you.
Besides, it was not that story that cleared Mademoiselle Elizabeth's name. Rather, Florette's.
Florette's? But she was not here for most of the morning.
But when she was, more precisely while preparing the table in the lounge, she noted that, against regularity, you arrived alone for breakfast, without Mademoiselle Angeline by your side.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
It means that I found myself with two suspects with potential motives. But with a lack of opportunity, I was left with only one. Mademoiselle Angeline.
You can't believe I would hide my own bracelet.
The massacre has gone long enough. Yeah, it's only such that remains, perhaps, before it would. And the truth from you. Ooh. Has gone on long enough.
I have nothing to say.
Ooh, I see the apples up before from the tree. Damn. No, she acted probably out of like a fear thing.
How dare you speak to me like that? You have no idea what you're... You can't actually believe I would hide my own jewelry.
If you didn't, explain to me how your memento tin with the bracelet inside came to be lodged inside the chimney of your bedroom fireplace.
You have no proof I put it there.
Besides you being the only one in the room alone, even after finding the bracelet, I still did not know why you had done it. Until I contemplated why Madame was selling so many heirlooms and art.
You had no right to snoop through our house in the first place.
When it is part of my investigation, I have every right, mademoiselle. The unpaid bills and final notice from the telephone company.
Maman can do what she wants with her art. That means nothing.
But when there was no more art to sell, what then? You could not risk her taking your father's bracelet and selling it. So, you staged a burglary pretending it had been taken, preventing her from selling it. Then you stood back as the innocent Florette paid the price.
She didn't think about me at all. She was going to take my bracelet and sell it off. It would have just ended up on some old wrinkly wrist. I didn't think Maman would blame her. I didn't think she would do anything.
But she did. And somehow that evidently didn't cross your mind. When Madame returns, you shall have it all to explain.
Maman can't know what I have done. She will be furious.
But Mademoiselle Florette will be proved innocent. And that is what is important. No crime has been committed, so I see no reason why this should continue any longer. It is time you considered the consequences of your actions. And now, you must face them head on.
She walks into the room.
Maman, you're home.
Of course I am. And I brought someone that will bring some order to this chaos.
Major Felix Hagen. He may hold the rank of Major in the British Army, but I question his authority here at all. In police matters, I am the authority. This is my investigation. I will not have Madame dictating the results any longer.
Major, I can assure you I have this situation under control.
From what I have heard, you are far from it.
The missing bracelet has been found, and the guilty party has been identified.
I am well aware that the maid-servant was behind it all. And yet I see her standing as free and innocent as you and me.
I am sure Madame van den Bosch has informed you of her suspicions, but I'm afraid it was merely speculation.
Excuse me?
After conducting a full investigation, the evidence and facts led me to deduce...
I certainly hope You are not accusing my daughter of...
I'm sorry, Maman. He's right. Florette is innocent. I just wanted to show you.
Shh, girl. I will not have you guilted into taking the blame for that...
Oh my gosh. She comes out with the truth and you're still blaming her. Oh, this lady. I shall not let this continue any longer. Should only be from her actions today.
Officer Poirot, a word. Madame van den Bosch was forced to make her way to inform me, alone, I might add, of the goings-on at the house today.
Major, with all due respect, she was impeding the investigation.
This may be how some officers act in the city, but here we show respect to our citizens. You are an officer of the law and should act as such. Insubordination like this will not be tolerated.
As the ranking officer, I have conducted my investigation and...
Ranking officer? Ha! You are an auxiliary officer. You have little authority over anyone, let alone a major. You would be wise to remember who is close friends with your commanding officer. After what I have heard of your past in the city, I'm sure he would look upon today's events as another failure at the hands of Officer Poirot.
What? He literally solved the case. What an asshole. Service may combat mate. I must select my battles more tactically. I can only have the captain. They shall see things. Sense.
Now I suggest you do your duty and escort the maidservant to the station where she can be formally charged and a sufficient punishment handed out.
Right away.
Well, that sucked. Did all that work and she's still gonna get freaking tried?
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is not the outcome I expected.
Maman was right. We'll always pay the price for the upper class's action.
We will do everything we can to clear your name.
What can you do now? Madame said I'm guilty of a crime.
A crime that was never committed. Once the truth is explained,
Angeline did not intend for you to be arrested. Surely you know her better than that.
I should have known better than to expect anything else. Justice and fairness don't reach the likes of me.
So much Mr. the handsome Madame Bosch.
What you saw today was not justice. In the eyes of the law, you are innocent and have been harshly treated and...
But that doesn't help my employment, does it?
That I cannot save. But your freedom, I shall make sure of that.
Nice. Okay. So let's guess how it starts. Wow, and that was all a prologue. Well then. Anything else?
Detective Poirot, I trust this finds you well. It has been many years since our paths last crossed, and while I'm sure your recollection of the events may differ from mine, I hope that receiving this letter has not rekindled a sense of animosity toward myself or the Van der Bosch name. The impression you made is something that has stayed with me since that day. It compelled me to reconsider the spoilt young lady I would have inevitably become and helped shape me into the woman I wished to be. You made me see the childish and selfish girl in me that did not consider the consequences of her actions or how they may affect others. Although Maman may see the events of that day differently, I believe the compassion you showed for our mate Florette, as well as the drive to uncover the truth and accept no alternative, was a testament to your character and professionalism. Although I wish it were under different circumstances, your assistance is once again required, and I hope you will consider this as my formal request for your service. This forthcoming weekend was due to be one full of joy and happiness at the announcement of my engagement to Gideon Demire, whom I love dearly, bringing together two illustrious families, but it has been shadowed by deceit, extortion, and blackmail. The Van der Bosch name is being held to ransom by a mysterious party, and I am afraid I do not know who I can and cannot trust. We are holding a small gathering to celebrate our exciting news with what Maman calls the dignified elite, those that are well respected and held in high regard in both our close inner circle and society. Our private matters have always remained just that, so I fear one of those invited may be the person who is out to ruin our name, but for reasons I cannot fathom. I have enclosed a first-class rail ticket for you to join us for the announcement, and having contacted your superiors and the correct authorities to request your assistance, which they were more than happy to grant me, I shall expect your arrival with great anticipation. There shall be a carriage waiting for you at the station to bring you directly to Mnemosyne House. I thank you in advance in our time of crisis. Yours respectfully, Angeline van der Bosch.
Wow, they did a really good job of like tying that in. That's pretty cool. I liked that. And that is where we must stop for today. Let's see if I can remember how to pause this. Oh well. Thank you for joining me, guys. And it was long, and it's almost 2 hours long. I will probably have to cut this. Maybe. We'll see. But you guys have a great time. I don't know. I still don't have a sign off. So, bye.